Hello and welcome. Right, it's alright, the game would not let me out to check that it was actually recorded and to do a weird thing you can do on Windows just to see if it was actually working, and it is. I have to remember that actually, it would not a bad little trick. Yeah, now I was thinking, now I said I need to cut the grass, but I've always said about this, to maximise the time we have to have overlaps, so I'd sooner sacrifice the tiny fields grass being on third growth stage to get to this and that at third growth stage. Also, I think we are our first harvest. Likewise, I'm going to have to check if the harvest of oats overlaps with oats and oats and corn. Hang on. No, corn's way off. So corn's its own thing. Oats and wheat overlap, and yeah, we haven't got sorghum. So sunflowers and corn overlap. So those two can be done. And I know I said I was going to do the taters, but it is true what I also was saying as well. That's really for an experiment. I might actually do an experiment or do just an experiment on a test map, but also put the results out there for once, because it lends itself. The trouble is you can't always bend a let's play to do that, and you can't concentrate solely on that, whereas it's much better to just speed time up and have one thing to do, like potatoes. And so it wouldn't be a bad thing actually to do. I'd like to test the Mark IV and the Colossus now that we've even I could swipe the line of XML from ours so that we're using this one and stick it in another XML. I can do that now. I've figured that one out. Well, it's not nice, but you can do it. So yeah, I can. Yeah, I could even now. I did say a few months ago that I didn't know how to like swipe something. I know that now. I do. The same as the starting thing does have an XML. You know the what you get in the sales. It does appear at a certain point. I think I could do that now, but I've always said this. I've got to be honest. There's some things I'm not interested in doing because it's cheating, and that's one of them. I like the random element of the fact that whatever's going to come is coming. So even if I can, and I can, I'm not. Yeah, I never will. Sometimes it might look that I have though, even though I've sort of thought I've been exceptionally lucky a few times where the very next day something drops, but that really is just genuine. There's been other times on other Let's Plays that what I've wanted to drop hasn't dropped for months, so it's random. It really is totally random, and that lends itself. I like that. You don't always get what you want, whereas I could. I'm on a Let's Play now where I've just sort of it's a survival one, and you could well do with a specific cultivator, but it's not going to drop, you know. And I was saying that really, I said the only proviso for swapping out equipment was if something drops in the sales. The thing is, like the pus cap ones, which are like 1,500, they'll never ever appear in the sales because they're too cheap. Giants has got like a criteria, I have noticed. Didn't used to be quite like that, but now it's changed, and it's a certain, like say £9 or something like that for sort of smaller items to appear in the, and you'll never see those cheap ones. I used to see my favourite ones appear quite a lot, but you never see them anymore. I think they're in Power. Are they in Power? No, I don't think they are. No, they are in proper cultivators. It's one of the last ones in the cultivator thing. You'd think I'd remember the modder's name. Yeah, Puscap is that one. If I'm on like a thing now, that 5 meter is a cracker. Yeah, it is by Blendart and Kolchosnik. Yeah, this is my favourite go-to small cultivator, and has been for a long while. It did used to appear in the sales. I haven't seen that for ages, so I think the criteria has been up to little, where that's too cheap to appear, that basically if you want that you can buy it. But that would defeat me in that kind of Let's Play because it's never going to appear. So I said, if there's say an 8 meter cultivator it's an opportunity to buy an 8-meter cultivator, not the very cultivator that's there. Otherwise, it won't ever drop. Simple as that. But yeah, I'm doing it again. I'm pulling another Let's Play into this one. Yeah, so I'm gonna literally go through till this grows to third growth stage, April. That's 1st May, June, and then we're going to cut both fields, and we might even wait till wheat is July and so is oats. So we might actually do all of them, although I suppose it might lend itself to concentrating on this because we've got to do the animals each morning. So when I say, yeah, I think we've done them today, but I'll check because I don't want, the last thing I want is, yeah, we did. I thought we did. So yeah, and the 44 tons of slurry, that can wait till tomorrow because it'll still catch up with it. Imagine it won't. Yeah, I'm going to go into time lapse, and actually that's the one job I'm going to do because it will start to make the production shed work as well. Yeah, because we've got that ticked, but there's no slurry in there. So yeah, it's got water. So it does need water. It just is as it is. Yeah, and that is selling. So they're both uncertain. So I'm going to say my words. That's the one job I'm going to do today. Then speed straight through the months. And then when we get to June, we'll stop in June. And we'll do the grass. And then we'll speed up again until July. And then we'll do the big harvest. Not sure if I'll achieve that in this session. I'm thinking I should. So yeah. So I am going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other. Oh, one thing I didn't say. This is definitely the third. We've got 3 minutes of episode 2 or session 2, whichever way you'd like to call it, to sort of like bring through. So we're really in episode 3, but we've got a tiny bit of leeway that we can just play with, and it really is very tiny. So yeah. So I am going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. I'm just popping out the time lapse just to draw your attention to the fact that it's in swath dropping mode, but it's not working properly. It's doing weird things. Yeah, there's only one of the swathers dropping, and it's not broken. It's literally just not working properly. So it's not the end of the world. We have a windrower on that. We've never used it, but we will do. So yeah, it looks like we're going to have to, I think, to do this. I'm sort of suspending time. This is a little bit finicky. I also need to leave it a bit more room. I need to remind myself I've only done it once. It's a bit, yeah, you have to like continue to hold and then it like drops out. It's not hard, but it's just remembering the button. I've only sort of seen it once. So we also need to change this now to, yeah, that is another good thing. No, because I think we did it for the no, that's not what we wanted to. Yeah, really, we do this as a completely different course then for field 3. That's bizarre. It is. So we've got some things that are working sort of right and some things that are broken. So I don't know whether this is the Giants fix or whether it is this time a mod clash, really. I can't actually answer that one. Yeah, so it's actually seeing the proper things. So I think we'll go 3 headlands. And we'll leave this till much later. I'm getting sick to death of jumping in that. I can't break it, but it breaks every time it comes to a corner. So I mean I've gone around the corners almost as sharply as they do, and every time they go around a corner they stop. So yeah, it sort of takes the fun out of it. Is it field 3? It is field 3. It is 3 and save 14 point. We'll just put 14. I can't remember the points. That's with chatting. I think it's 40.2, but yeah. Change payload size. We do want to do that actually. Yeah, 240. Right, smash him. And we want to switch that away now, and we really want to leave that a little while before. Yeah, and we're going to go and do that. We're going to take over because that's just annoying me. Right, so I'm going to say my words. We'll see you guys and gals on the other side. Right. Well, I think you can definitely tell I'm not on my A game today. No, I could. Definitely. Yeah, it's crash counter. Yeah, definitely farmer cop. Definitely today. Yeah, I realised. I thought, well, you just got to crack on like you have in real life. Farmers have bad days. They really do. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I looked at Grangero's. I did do what I said, not straight away. I'd forgotten, and then I looked at this in edit, and I thought, ooh, you didn't check that out. Now, the confining cows doesn't mention the fact that but he has got a set that is beef cattle, so that suggests. But this doesn't say that. But to me, it's like, yeah, there's no milk. So to me, it suggests that we've got milkers in a cow barn that doesn't produce milk. And I'm sure I've done this before, but it's definitely there's no milking type thing. So to me, it's confining cows, almost like suggesting, yeah, there's no milk. It's not supposed to have milk, which is bizarre because yeah. I mean, it's up to you, the person that placed it, to sort of check this thing out. Yeah, well, I do love this as well. It's a right cracking bit, but yeah, without milk, it's, yeah, a little bit. Don't know what we're going to have to do. I agree totally. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do because you can't drag all of those. I don't know whether we're going to like sort of say we shift them out, or we do shift them out and we put another one. And now the other thing is I'm going to say is the grass field, it's not working out. 36 tons, that's got to be wrong, surely. 36 tons from that little tiny. I mean, it's not that little tiny. It's not massive, I know, but it's still, when you look at it in comparison to that, it's 36 tons. It was fully fertilised. We saw this on the last session. Every one of the fields was fully fertilised. 36 tons, that's got to be wrong. Even though I know it's vile, it was still completely. That should be producing more than that. Surely that was monstrously good. Yeah, I mean, obviously that doesn't show. I wonder if that's. Oh no, it's gone up to 86 now. You see this really weird volatility. That was at 50 last session. I think it's pulling that because that's part of field 10. Although, I don't know. It's strange because how can it shoot up from 50 to 86 in one session? I mean, we've not even limed it. Not this time. Yeah, you can see it's slightly less green. I mean, it'll cope with that. It will. That's why I thought I'll pull that stunt now, because I've done it every single time. Slightly darker green. It's not the nice light fluffy green that you should have, although it is also one of those vile fields anyway where it doesn't look right because it should say okay. Oh, good, actually. Yeah. So it still would. It's going to cope with that, definitely. Yeah, the other thing is I feel a little bit, obviously, because I added the roller function on the things, and I'm going to definitely pull the mulching off. That's, whether it gives you a bonus or not, it rips the field and makes a mess. So yeah, it's obviously sort of, I'm not going to get rid of this because it may well come in handy for a couple where we, like, oh no, not even for the grass field. I'm not getting rid of it. It is definitely a beautiful bit of kit, but it's just, I just have thought I'd apologise for not using it because obviously it's built into the planters, that when we've got it switched on all but one, so it's only the all but one, which I shall correct, and I shall switch that on, and I shall switch the mulches off on all of them because it's causing you to use a lot more seeds, which hardly goes with precision farming. It causes more issues than it solves, if we just put it that way, which I often find with those type of things. But it's always worth using these things because you never know. Yeah, and I thought the other thing is, I thought that Prinoth works beautifully on that. Give it at least give it a job and make it earn its living. It's a cracking tractor. Obviously, it's not as cracking as I thought the first time I sort of saw it and fell in love with it. You don't know its form factor. You don't know how it's going to perform in the field. And I've said this about all tractors, it's the shape and form factor. There's going to be one bit of kit, at least one bit of kit, that they don't like. Yeah, and I keep thinking about this and thinking it's, yeah, on a normal Let's Play, this would be, I would actually use this. I don't use slurry spreading and digestate spreading off enough because we usually use it, but you can still buy it, and that's what I was going to go, always said that I was going to do, like buy the digestate from the 82 Studios and use it, but it's still that running backwards and forwards that it sort of doesn't lend itself to what we've done so far. So although I bought it, I think there's a few bits of kit at the end of this Let's Play. I mean, yeah, the other thing is obviously fertilizing spreading is usually much bigger, and so, I mean, don't get me wrong, you can get massive ones. We know you can get monster arms on the. We haven't got those, but we have got a good spread. I'm not sort of saying we haven't. I think it's an 18 meter, which is actually very respectable in the slurry spreader department. I know there's the monsters like the Bomex and that, but yeah, right, yeah. And yes, I apologise for picking that bale up twice. It's amazing when you're in automatic pilot. I went straight back to the field, first bale you come across, pick it up, and then I got the size thing and I thought, oh, that was the bale I put on the edge of the field on purpose. So I shifted it off the field, so hopefully that I would do it a third time. So yeah, so yeah, that's how I could tell I was not at my best, shall we say. But still a cracking session. Might have used a bit more time because you tend to meet yourself coming backwards. I made a mistake, one of those mental aberrations where I came round here and I thought, why am I coming round here? I want to be round the corner around here. So that's exactly right. Now then, I'm not sure how much we will have done with that. That's a second. We'll call that a second definitely, but I just wanted to have a look to see how much water, and that we've got in. Yeah, that doesn't need water for anything we've got. Yeah, it needs to top up on the digester. I thought, well, it doesn't really, because the manure is the thing that's holding that back. Yeah, our straws lasted very well because it's the straw and the slurry that really have a secondary place. It's the digestate and the manure that really, really do. Oh, we've not switched that on. We haven't. No, we want silage digestate on. So 253 tons in total. So it's going to produce 100. So that's going to do the digestate very nicely. So we want to stick that on distributing, and that will really, yeah, then we've got the silage, which we've not really got a purpose for at present, but I do think we're going to have to bring even the BGA on the map is still not terrible. If we send the digestate to it and it ticks over, it's not going to earn a fortune, but it's, yeah, I think let's do that now. Yeah, it's still going to fulfill a purpose that it looks a bit like that. It's that one there, 62. We will indeed buy yes, and we will indeed use you. I will not be as yeah, we'll switch that. I suppose we could actually. We have no, because it's definitely better as, and we need that sugar beet cuts. We'll switch it off for now, but it's not a bad idea. We have got sugar beets sitting there doing nothing, which is why obviously there tends to be an excess of that. And that also we are going to do distributing. We're not going to do, I mean, yeah, but I mean, I don't know, it cycles 24 times. It's 240 times 9. That's quite a lot of energy. 24 methane, very little, and 24 times 30, 247. It's really poor. It is. There's no denying that, but it is what it is. Yes. Right, we're going to leave it there though. Definitely, because I'm not on my A game. I was going to go through till July morning. I would have liked to have done the harvest, but it became apparent to me quite early on that, like, yesterday was a super session where everything dropped into place really well, and today was a session where everything went wrong. Yeah, really, and the workers were playing. Yeah, I thought my thoughts on having the two fertilizer stroke limers on the big field. I thought, well, one's 36 and one's 42. Surely I'd be lucky. And that 6 meters, they all avoid each other, but they do those silly lines, so they did bump into each other on that one place. But that's not too bad. Yeah, I mean the courses are similar, you can see, but yeah, I thought there might be enough of a difference. I thought the 30 and the 36, if I put the big Bredel across, was a little bit too close, but that's to say that still didn't quite work out right. And yet you can see the lines are different, but not by a lot. So yeah, I think next time I did it on purpose, set them off at the same time, deliberately to test, can I do them on the field at the same time? And the answer to that question was no. So it taught me a lesson. It was, all these things are lessons, aren't they? But of course, the bad thing is you don't always remember your lesson straight away. I'll probably have to do it another 2 or 3 times before I actually remember that that's a real lesson that I should be learning. So yeah, it's anyway. Yes, I'm tired, so I'll waffle for England, and I'll just go around in circles. So I really do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. I wanted to, yeah, although it's the weekend and I tend to give this a bit of a miss, I felt up to it, but obviously I wasn't up to it. I did do a session yesterday because this seems to be, well, it was flowing really well, that today not so much, but that's down to me, not the actual, yeah, it is. So, but I still think we did well. As I said, the show must go on even when you're not at your best. Farmers have to go out there when they're not very well, especially livestock farmers. The animals need feeding. Yeah, you can't. It's a good job sometimes bigger farms have got more than just the farmer. They've got workers to fall back on, because yeah, the animals need feeding no matter how poorly you are, really. So it's a responsibility that farmers take very seriously for the main. Yeah. Anyway, yes. So I do hope you stick with me on this journey. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now.